I want to tell you a story about a 2-year-old that was tragically injured in a horrible trucking accident. My name is Gordon McKernan. I'm a big truck accident lawyer from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this story happened a few years ago. A young boy named Jalen, 2 years old, was riding in a two-seater car. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have his seatbelt on, nor was he in a child car seat. And most times that's a lot of problems in a case like this. But we were able to turn some of those disadvantages to advantages. What was challenging about this case is obviously you have parents who are riding with their child in a car and they don't have them belted and they don't have them in a car seat. One of the good things for us is that the trucking company, the truck itself, turned left in front of them. And although my clients, to add insult to injury, were also speeding at the time of the accident, we were able to show through effective cross-examination of different employees of the trucking company, as well as use of our experts, to establish that they had very lax regulations and very lax oversight of their truck driver. This truck driver had a poor driving history. He had been cited many times for failure to secure loads and things of that nature. So although would look to be a very difficult case in the beginning, it still was difficult, through a couple of years of discovery and investigation, we were able to turn it to our side. But that's not what's really important about this case. What's important is this little child, Jalen. Jalen was 2 years old, as I said, at the time of the accident. And he was just a sweet boy, and even though he had a profound brain injury, I mean profound, where he was on a ventilator, he was confined to a hospital bed for a year, eventually was able to get into a wheelchair, use one of his hands. He never lost the smile in his face or the gleam in his eye, and I think that was a large part of what happened to force the defendants to ultimately pay us after a trial. We had to try the case, go up to the Supreme Court, some other things like that. But it was just the look that he had and his parents. They were good parents who felt horrible about what had happened, but as a family, they were just very loving and very close. In my 18 years of representing people, there's not been another family who's really touched me like this. I practiced primarily in Louisiana, but this family was from Mississippi, and I spent a lot of time with them. It's one of those cases that when I look back upon now, and I'm sure I'll look back upon later, that it's something that brings a smile to my face. It touched me in a way that's hard to describe. Why this is important to know is because on its face, this seems like a case that it's almost impossible to win. You have a parents driving with a child unbelted in a two-seater car, sitting in the mama's lap, not in a car seat, and he strikes the window when the father's speeding through an intersection. Sounds like a very difficult case, and it is. But if you reach out, you hire a lawyer who believes in the case, does a good job preparing, investigating, you can turn the facts of those cases into a significant outcome. The best way to get in touch with me is either to visit my website, www.igotgordon.com, or to call me toll-free at 800-673-5520. Practice in Louisiana and in Mississippi, and I would love to hear from you.